Order, if we'd all stand for the invocation. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Hunt.
Present.
Mr. Garland.
Here.
And Mr. Meyer.
Here. Fellas, have you had an opportunity to review the minutes of November 21st, 2010?
I have, sir, and I move a motion they be approved as presented.
And I'll second that.
They'll stand approved as presented. And Pat, you know, when you read the minutes, there was no press here at the last meeting. I know what's going on. Pat.
Yes. Okay, I gave you some things there this evening in a packet. I forget what was even in there, but I'm going to go down this list. I gave you grass roots clippings for December. And tonight there was a letter from Bert Dawson regarding, and you know I gave you one of these too, I believe, regarding mileage certification for 2013. Which I thought was, and all it really wants to know is if the road mileage stays at 48.260 miles.
How many?
48.260. Excuse me. And if there's a change, they want to know the reason for the change and all that, but I don't think we have any change, do we?
I'd have to check. When was Red Tail officially dedicated?
It was in springtime.
This year, wasn't it?
Yeah. So Red Tail would add mileage.
What about the Mets?
And then we
annexation? Wouldn't we have lost some there?
Yeah.
Because we took care of the old 14.
Yeah, that's done.
And Red Path and all that last year, right?
Correct.
So it would be Red Tail and whatever we lost on Mets.
Red Tail we gained,
Yes.
and we lost some on
That's
Mets.
because of the annexation for the water plant.
Right.
But we didn't lose much on the Mets.
No.
They already had half the road.
Right. Yeah.
What, from the tracks?
Well, it's not even all the way from the tracks. It's from, because that field is still in the township, the old Hawkins field.
Mm-hmm. No, it skips.
That skips up to where the water plant property is.
Right.
And it's the frontage of the water plant. I think that's really the biggest change would be the frontage of the
Water plant.
Right?
Yep. So I'm sure with Red Tail on that, we probably gained.
I would think it would be gained on that, yeah.
What Red Tail is called Drive, Red Tail Drive?
Red Tail Drive, yes.
And the length of that, do you remember? I don't know what it is.
I'll have to look it up.
I don't, let's see, they want in the office by January 17th, so the next meeting would work.
Okay.
If we,
I get that together.
I gave Bob and Barry the original certificates of election, and I did order the bonds today. They'll be in time to get them certified.
Yeah, I talked with Judge Rock, because I had to go down and sign mine.
I was able to make it too.
Yeah, there were 6 of us that were bad.
You didn't sign them.
We didn't sign them.
I don't ever remember.
I thought we signed her bond.
I don't remember
You do that too.
anything about her wanting us to sign it
Yeah,
up.
I did last time.
Did you?
Yeah, at the meeting.
But then she disappeared.
Oh.
Anyhow,
That part's taken care of.
we're fine. All we need is the bond. But she doesn't have to sign the bond, does she?
You know, I can't answer that. I don't know for sure.
Anyhow, I've heard, so we just have to make sure all this is done before.
Right. I ordered it today, and and they should come back. I faxed it so it would make it a little bit quicker. There is a letter in this conglomerate of things there that I gave you from Nick Barbarak. And there is an envelope here, like he wants an answer here. I don't know if you want to read it or just the deadline. No joke, is December the 6th, and we got it December the 3rd.
Sounds like the other thing was done.
The window of time is limited. I hope you've had capital projects submitted to finance by December the 6th.
Yeah.
Well, I don't see how you can do anything with it.
Right.
Well, the 6th is passed, it was postmarked when that?
I received it on the 3rd. And I gave it to you guys just tonight.
The letter's the 25th, we get it the 3rd, and they're due tomorrow. Sounds like the...
State House, right?
No, the block grants and some of that stuff?
Yeah, they don't give you a very big window.
Yeah.
Anyhow, well, I would say time element ran out, right? Okay, the copier. There is information in there about the copier. Mel, you have your copy, and I gave Kim one tonight. There's a bill here. The next page is, and I don't understand this, maybe you guys understand it more than I do. Why did we get a bill for $47.70 for copies and stuff such? Administration fee and a fuel charge.
I called about that, Pat. That is a maintenance agreement. That's not, we don't have to do that. But if you sign up for the maintenance agreement, that gets you your toner, all parts and labor. The only thing you'd be paying for is paper.
But I don't understand how they're doing this. Why did we get it already? The meter previously said, I guess I'm understanding it to be 1,020.
I'm not sure about that part. I just asked her about...
It says 3,900 contracted.
That's how many copies you're allowed to make per month and not be any additional.
So at $39.
Yes.
Well, then cover prints previously, administration fee and fuel charge. Cover prints have nothing.
This is like the minimum maintenance agreement that they offer, unless otherwise negotiated, is for that amount of black copies, and then color copies would be...
Extra?
Yeah, it has, what is it, 6 cents a copy, I think.
I can't tell if it was... Oh, it's on the back page.
We're going to get a bill from them, $50 every month?
If you want that maintenance agreement.
I cannot imagine. I think that would probably pay off in a high-volume office, but we are not a high-volume office.
What's the warranty?
This is exactly what I received here.
Well, we need to check into this a little bit more.
I didn't understand it, that's why.
Because for a brand new machine, we shouldn't be paying that.
No.
You know, I can see copies, but only if you exceed a certain amount. They'll send you a bill. Because like with my machine, if I exceed a certain number, then they'll send me a bill. But I don't get a bill every month. And I can't imagine us paying $50 every month. This is
Right.
$11.25 to $12.25.
That's why I want copy paper for...
Well,
I don't pay
no, it doesn't include copy paper. That's only
I
the
know what
toner.
you're saying, yeah.
And I'm like, at roughly $600 a year, I think we'd be better off just to buy our toner outright, because I imagine we don't, I mean...
Because the deal I have, you pay for the toner,
Yeah.
and I have a maintenance agreement, but it's nothing like this. I don't pay for any administrative fee or fuel surcharge. That's a bunch of bull.
Right.
Well, it says...
And we'll never come nowhere near that 3,900 copies.
No.
Yeah.
That's what I told her. I said, I
Even
didn't...
if I was using it, we would.
What?
Because this is $600 a year if we do it.
Right.
That's crazy. It's a brand new machine.
It says enclose the proposed maintenance agreement for your sharp equipment. Please review it carefully and take a moment to sign both pages.
Well, we need a little more information.
And we're not going to pay it right now, right? We're not
Not the
releasing payment?
maintenance agreement.
Are we going to pay it for the copier now?
It's here, right?
No.
Oh, they haven't delivered?
No, I told them to hold off till they just, got the windows in and got the dust and mess, so she's waiting on my phone call to tell them to deliver.
Okay, well, we can wait till the next meeting, I guess, to pay the bill.
Okay, so wait till next meeting. There's a notice in there today, and I just felt like this was important to tell you all about. Just received this actually yesterday from Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield, and the headline of it is, we're writing to let you know that we're presently in those negotiations with Akron Children's Hospital, which has chosen to terminate its facility, physician, and ancillary network contracts with Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield effective 1/1/2014, unless agreement is reached on a new reimbursement contract before that date. And I gave Mel copies that I normally give to the guys. Yeah.
Well, Joyce was saying Salem's not even in, if things had kept progressing the way they were going, Salem wasn't even an approved facility. How's it?
They changed it?
Well, yeah, everything's been delayed a year, that's crazy.
Yeah, when it's the closest one to most of us, right?
Yeah.
That was just for FYI. I told you I did order the bonds. And let me see if I have anything else. I don't think I have anything else that needs addressed.
What about the car? Cruiser. Can we get another one?
I can get it.
I have these ones. This is for sure what that is. These two are, I'm assuming, possibly are what they are. But I didn't want to open them for me to come. Because they're not marked that way, but
I have to eat crow. I have a copy of the title, and when I got that stuff out earlier this year to the mail, I just laid it back at someplace. I'll find it. Somebody couldn't find it. I have a copy of the title, but I don't have the original title.
Well, you're the one that would sign the title, right?
Yeah, I would think.
Okay.
Yeah, I would think so.
We'll just come into the office and Carol will notarize.
Okay. Yeah, but you want to open these now, guys?
Yeah.
Open at 7:15 p.m. Excuse me. Well, that's real sharp. This is,
make sure
Oh, no, this
that
is-
can be what it is.
this is from Dan Valentine regarding railroad tracks. It says, Mr. Garwood, Fairfield Township Trustees, I'm writing to you in regards to the proposed road closing at the railroad tracks on Esterly Drive. Want to wait till...
We'll just save that for the fall.
Like I said, they're not marked, but I didn't want to open them and not know what was in them. They just came.
Is that from Mark Mellier?
Dan Valentine.
And Valentine. Is he still a constable? Or?
Yes, Salem Township, I believe.
What, Beaver? In Beaver?
And Beaver, both. They can part times at both places.
I think he's like a resource officer.
This one is also regarding the railroad tracks.
Well, I guess it's that one.
Well, we'll save those to...
This is 12/5/13. This one is on behalf of the City of Columbiana EMS Department. I'd like to place a bid for $4,500 for the 2002 Dodge Intrepid SE.
Who is it?
City of Columbiana EMS Department. Lance Willard.
45,000?
4,500. I didn't say 1,000. Oh,
What did you say, Pat?
I said 4,500. Didn't I not? I'm not. That's a
I told Farley we wanted 20,000.
Oh. EMS Department.
You need a motion to cover that?
Well, we want to
There's one
look at
more.
all the bids, so
Yeah, I think there's only two.
the resolution was written that we take into consideration will be given to all bids received in response to both Oda Magazine and the Morning Journal advertisements. So the other one was from Jim Kincaid, and that was 3101.
Do we really need to discuss that, guys?
What you want to do there, guys?
Hey, you want to sell it to the city? They got high bid.
What?
The cruiser, the old cop car.
The city?
They want to use it for EMA, their ambulance. I think they're going to be just a first response vehicle or something like that.
So what they're going to do?
Farley was talking about. It'd be a good vehicle for them. It's got, 20,000 miles on it?
And how much are they, what's the bid?
4,500.
Sell it.
Is that your final answer?
Yes, sir.
Is that a motion?
I also move.
All right.
Second.
No, you want to frame this picture? I don't want you to have separation anxiety.
Okay.
Man, what are you going to do with the extra space?
We'll find something in the slot.
One moment, please. Resolution number 2013. 113. Okay, Carl made it, and minor seconded. Bob?
Yes.
Carl?
Yes.
Barry?
Yes.
I will put a try on high on my priority list tomorrow too.
Well, I would imagine they want it titled City of Columbiana.
I would think. I would
And
think.
then,
Well, I have the copy, and I know I have it, because I read all those out of disorder this summer. I'm not quite sure where I gave it, truthfully.
well, Carol will be in the office
I
all
know.
day, so.
Okay.
You want me to contact Tom Farley and let him know?
Well, let me, who signed that, Tom? Lance Willard, it says city manager.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to make sure I find it. Call, but if they, you can tell them that, tell them I have to get the title.
And that'll appear in the paper that Columbiana bought it for $45,000.
Please no.
Fire contract money.
Monthly rental or something, huh? Okay. I'm done.
Mount.
Okay, you ready, Pat?
Oh, yes, here we go, huh? Oh, you should have given me a copy of this.
I'll just copy it for you.
Okay.
As far as what the crew and I have been up to, as you can tell by being outside, we've contended with several early snows this season. We mixed up salt and ashes to restock the bin that we used out of. Pressure washed all the trucks and made some minor repairs like cutting edges on snowplows and such. Took the 2013 International to Hills for a recall that Pat gave to me. It was just a computer update on some software, but also had them look at, thought there was a whistling sound on the turbo, and there was some leaks on the turbo that they took care of while I was there. Everything that was done was covered under warranty. Had the tires taken off of the Case 521 loader, and during that process the rims were getting kind of rusty from being in the salt, and we ground and sandblasted and repainted the rims.
They look nice, by the way. Come in that way.
Yeah, they were getting in pretty bad shape. It was definitely time. So it was a good time to do it, before we get the new tires on it. Had a resident call about trash on Lower Elkton that we took care of. There was numerous bags strung along Lower Elkton from Lodge to 517. Also,
Would somebody dumped it or it just fell off?
No, it's been an ongoing issue, so it's been reported to the sheriff. I expect to get some results out of that. So it's been somebody's been regularly throwing it off a vehicle or driving down the road and somebody standing in the back. I don't know how they're doing it, but it was like 14 bags. It wasn't just like...
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my goodness.
So,
What kind of trash?
household trash, newspaper, food items, just paper, mail, sheet, yeah. So, yeah. I mean, the mail's in it, so I mean, I would think it wouldn't be too hard to track down.
I wouldn't think, yeah.
I also had a large big screen TV on High Street that we picked up also. And then kind of an old business, Central Allied was out on 11/22 and put the intermediate course down and the berms on 12/3 on the Esterly Drive Cherry Fork project.
Berms on Cherry Fork.
Yes. And talking with Barry and stuff, at this point we're looking at spring for the top coat.
It was 11/21, was it?
11/22, intermediate course was put down, and then
Yeah. I had kind of written those over.
Okay, Pat? Warren Glass and Mirror was here and installed the entrance doors, as I'm sure you noticed on the way in, and the windows, which other than a few issues, I think is coming along very nicely and looking good. They were here today and painted up above, as you can see, the drywall there.
Looks nice from the road.
Yeah, it's coming along nice, and like I said, they got to wrap the I-beams there yet. Salem Glass and Mirror has come back to do some, there's some more trim pieces to put in, and then, the trim that goes there, the brake metal that goes on the columns there. And the screens all have to be put on too yet. And the doors for the south end just showed up today, so I would assume they'll be coming soon to put them in. I already talked about the copier. Okay, then I guess the question for you, Pat, I'd like to order some salt. How do you want a PO for like what I think I need for this year, and then do a different PO after the first of the year for additional salt?
I would like to close it out and redo one, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So if I could get a PO for salt for this year for $4,000.
Cargill?
No, Morton.
4,000 PO.
Yes.
2013,
How much?
114. Someone would like to make that a motion, please, to order some $4,000 in salt from Morton Salt.
So move.
Second.
Bob,
Yes.
Carl,
Yes.
Barry,
Yes.
and it should be 2013 42.
42? And you want me to for the first tire, farm tire? First?
HUR.
H-O-R.
Oh, that's the worst, okay.
Farm
Horse,
tire.
farm tire, and you've got, yeah, you said
That's the
it.
tires for the loader.
Let's see, resolution number 2013, 114, 15.
The total on that is 5120,
That's 4 for the case 521.
4 new tires for the case 521 loader. I'm going to try a little bit different style tread. It's got the block style instead of the lug style, which is more for a dirt. That thing spends more time on hard surface than it ever does in the dirt. It's supposed to get a longer wearing out of the more block style, so I'm going to give that a try, see if we get a little bit more longevity out of the tire. It's also a radial too, so I think on road travel it'll ride better too, won't get so much bouncing.
Do you have the address for them?
Probably go in my office.
Yeah, get it to me. Get it to me. Need address.
Here, this is, you can have this.
Okay.
Find some recovery for it. They were very good to work for. He'd come out and took the tires off so we could get the wrench pin. He's going to come back and put the new tires on. You know, so it's a good deal to have him come do it that way.
Going to do it on site.
Yeah, he came right here to the shop. So
And you got white walls, right?
yeah, raised.
The yellow mesh.
No, I've seen that block style. Now, they said you'll give up a little bit of traction, like in dirt, but it'll actually on road surface will have better traction. So,
Yeah.
like I said, it's on hard surface 95% of the time. It's not in the dirt very often. Okay.
We do need a resolution for that, please.
So move.
Second.
Mr. Hope?
How much is that for?
5,100.
5120. Yeah.
Mr. Garwood?
Yes.
Mr. Myers?
Yes.
Okay. Last thing I just had was resumes are all in. Yesterday was the deadline. I have 24 of them, so we have a lot to look at.
Okay. How you guys want to do that? Do you want to let him narrow them down?
I would think so, Mel. I mean, your expertise would benefit all of us, you know, by
And then get us copies of all of them so we can spend some time looking at them. We have a meeting the 12th. How long do you think it'll take you to narrow it down and give us all copies? Not like you don't have anything else to do.
Depends on how it comes down to those.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it depends on how busy I am with the snow. I'll try. I made a preliminary. This isn't narrowed down or anything like that, but I did make this for you guys. Just kind of, you can kind of get a look. And I can, like you said, I can narrow it down from here if that's what you want me to do. This is everybody and just kind of a general overview. I'll give you that so you can at least look at that much of it anyway. And I would think, I don't know if you could give me till, as long as I'm not too busy with the snow. Monday or Tuesday of next week, I could probably have them pretty well read over by then, I would think.
We have our budget hearing for Thursday at 2, and then we have a public hearing Thursday at 7. Our next meeting's not till the 19th. You guys want to set some dates to interview people tonight? Sharon and Delana?
Whatever you think, son.
Well, I just don't want to lose 2 weeks because our next meeting's the 19th.
Yeah, I won't be available from the 20th to the 30th, but any time prior to that, I'm fine.
Okay. What do you want to just pick 16th and 17th?
It's fine.
That's Monday, Tuesday. What time did we start last time?
I don't think we waited till 7, was it? I think we were like 6 o'clock or something.
6 sounds right to me.
I think.
Yeah.
Well, we could even start at 5. Because I don't know how many we're going to interview. That's the whole thing.
Right.
If we set up 2 days now, pick a time for both days. If we don't need the second day, then we don't need it. But I think we'd be able to do it, because if we get 8 people, we gave them each, what, almost a half hour last time?
I think it ran right around about a half hour.
Because we had, what, 7 or 8?
Yeah, we'll be interviewed last
7?
7, I think.
Yeah.
Not so much.
So if we start at 6, we have somewhere between 8 and 10, or 8 and 9, we ought to be able to be done. But you want to start at 5.
5's okay with me.
Okay, yeah, I'm fine with 5.
Okay. Is that okay with you, Carl?
Yeah, that's fine.
It'd be the 16th and the 17th.
Whoop, 16th and 17th. Oh, I thought you said the 17th and 18th.
Monday, Tuesday at 5 p.m. and they would be for the purposes of interviewing candidates. And there would be no action taken. Pat, how do you want to handle it?
No action that night, you mean? Or-
Yeah, either night, it would,
Okay.
you know, the soonest we would act would be on the 19th if we chose to do that then.
Okay. Possibly appoint them, or hire them. Okay. You don't want that form of resolution, do you?
Well, it's going to be 2 special meetings because we're all going to be here. And
Okay, so you want me to advertise it as such to interview
then
applicants?
interview applicants, we're going to go into an executive session to discuss.
Advertise, MJ. And you want me to name that it's just for interview, executive
Yeah.
session for interviews, right? Okay, resolution.
And then now, when you get us the fine-tuned list, because I don't know, how many's on this list?
24.
Yeah, okay.
And I can help you looking through that too, Mel,
Okay.
if you want, so you kind of looking, I think equipment operation is definitely a plus. Just looking at some of these here, that, we don't have much equipment. There's a few with not much equipment experience.
Right.
I can just put that in community calendar, can't I?
And, any of these you want to take a closer look at, like you said, there's somebody on there which kind of jumps at you. Because the ones I put question marks by was whether they can or can't, they didn't list it, you know what I mean?
Right.
So.
Okay, you need a motion on effect then?
Yes, please. This will be resolution 2013-116.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Hum?
Yes.
Mr. Garwood?
Yes.
Mr. Minor?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just going to run by this. You're going to have me advertise for a special meeting for executive session to interview applicants that you've received for the road crew on December 16th and 17th at 5:00 p.m. and no action taken either night.
Right, and I'll do what I did last time, where we opened the meeting and I wrote what we did and the time we came out and adjourned, because you don't need to be here.
Thank you. You're working me to death, you know that.
Unless you want to be.
Oh, just can't wait.
Oh, okay. All right. Anything else, Cal?
No, that's all.
Kim?
My written report. The only thing of note is that we are still waiting to hear from Comcast. They are still trying to get back to me with the results of their survey to find out if we can actually have the wireless and high speed. Pat, it looked like you gave me something from AT&T. Was that to their contact information? Okay. If I don't hear good news from Comcast, I'll go ahead and talk to AT&T, and I'll probably talk to them anyway just to see what they can offer. So that's my only news is there is no news, but they are working on it. And that's all I have.
It'll break out come spring. I feel like we're in a strange room.
We've got the press here tonight. That's unusual.
Well, we don't have a brisk wind coming through the window. We have to hold your stuff.
Okay. Talking about that woman who used to cover up the sun when it gets
Tenants.
That is Tim Glass.
Oh, is it? Go ahead.
Yeah, from the road, it looks black.
Even from 6 feet away, you can't really see him.
Oh, really?
Almost right up on in order to see him.
Okay.
So we can make faces at people that go by and they don't know.
Okay. Barry?
A few things. Nice job on the snowstorm. I'm sure the residents appreciate it. We had quite a bit of snow, and I know you're down one person, but you guys did an excellent job with that.
Thank you.
As always. I had a room delivered to my house. The gentleman wasn't able to be here tonight, and it is from, he wanted to get it in our hands, so on the 19th we would have time to review it in a 2-week period, and then maybe on the 19th we'd be able to execute it, and I'll just give everybody a copy. I'm sure, because he gave me the originals.
You say they wanted to have it now, so you'll get...
Yeah, so we can review it, and then the 19th, the representative will come to the meeting. And basically, it's for Crestview Road, which we already have that. It's a...
Is the format similar to the other one?
Yep, it's from the county.
Oh.
Same deal. It's already been executed through the county, Bob. Bert has signed off, Andy has signed off. But I just figured, since we've kind of looked at it before, and really didn't act on it the same night, but It's the same, they're gonna do the gathering line for the Hartswell site over on Crestview Road. So that road has already been upgraded. Can't really see there'll be some traffic over through there, but I think we've seen what happened with the pipeline with the Hickory Bend. Not near the traffic as what it is when you're constructing a well, so. But it's already been executed through the
What did you call the collection?
gathering. So he just wanted me to get this in my hands, I can present it to you folks, and that way we can, I'm sure he'll be able to be here next meeting on the 19th if we want to just execute it then. But it's actually through Cardinal Energy, Cardinal Gas Services, LLC.
Does that really say Andy Beach?
Cardinal Gas Services LLC. It's called the Tea Garden Gathering Line, huh?
Yeah, these will be going down towards, my understanding, these go towards the Kensington plant. So I have that for your review, and they said their representative will be here the 19th. I did get the contract back that we executed, let me execute. Last meeting, Pat, so I got this, actually they sent it to here, no, I come out Monday and got that. So here's just a copy of this for the $39,000 from the governor's office, Appalachia. So that's one executed back from them. Basically, I bunched down through it, it's the same as what we sent to them, so.
This is a copy like we have.
Yeah, it has their signature on that. With the project being put on hold with the inclement weather we had for the surface course, the one grant that we had through Jobs and Commerce, the expiration date was December 31st. So I talked to Christina Wagner. They're going to send us an addendum, Pat.
And this is for which one?
Jobs and Commerce. They're going to send us an addendum, and it will be May 31st. All the other, we've yet to receive the Jobs in Iowa one, so I'm sure it'll be sometime in 14. But that one is, we received here tonight is August 31st of 14, so we're fine there.
I'm sorry, say that again.
The contract we have right there, it's August of 14. But the only one we had with the date conflict was the Jobs and Commerce, which they're going to send us an addendum. I spoke to her.
And the other ones are okay the way they're written?
We haven't received one from Jobs and Commerce yet. I think they're a little slow.
Well, so we're going to give them this addendum before we get the contract?
Well, Jobs Ohio is the one we don't have a contract for yet.
And Jobs and Commerce we do, but they're going to get us an addendum.
Correct. That's all I have. Thank you.
These guys make me nervous.
Carl.
You know, hey, I have another word instead of nervous, Pat.
Well, someone on behalf of Shane, the mayor of New Waterford, dropped off the 2-page letter, which I made you all a copy of and forwarded it to you. I gave you the original one, right, Pat?
And I don't think I brought it with me, Bob, but I did.
Yeah. I mean, that's something we need to kind of study, because New Waterford's contract terminates the end of this month. So we're going to have some discussions on that. And then the cemetery you're not doing anything. anything else. Do you have a chance to study this?
No, I haven't had a chance to do that.
I went through this, and a lot of it's just general common sense type things. We've got 6 cemeteries. There's no point in having rules for each cemetery. We just have one set of rules that apply to all 6 of them. So I guess my question to you folks is it okay if I put together a draft that applies to all 6 cemeteries and then get it out to you? And then we can look at it from that fashion.
Yes.
Okay. Because Pat, do we have a book of rules or specific?
I have nothing.
Okay, all right. Because I got a cemetery file and I went through there and it's kind of vague.
That has always been, like I said, it's been always an issue. And I know that's not unique to this township.
Yeah, well, when you read about it in the Ohio Township News, it seems to be an issue with a lot of townships in there. But I don't want it coming back and biting us, so at least we can put something
That
together.
isn't something that Mike could be beneficial in that, involving him.
Yeah, some of the suggestions they have in here are real interesting. I'm surprised we've never had any problems. Because when you look at some of these suggested regulations, there's been some really weird things. Well, on TV, somebody wanted to put a recreation of SpongeBob as their headstone.
Mm-hmm. I saw that.
No, it's for real. And the
He was
cemetery...
in the military.
In the military, yeah. And the cemetery made him remove it. And there was a whole... real interesting. I wouldn't want to be the individual next to him. All right, so I'll put together a draft or something with that, and then something to look at. And have you been able to... Did you track down Mike at all?
I have not.
I haven't seen him.
I have not. I just was busy, and I'll get that done over the weekend. I'll get a hold of him so we can get maps.
Mike?
Yes.
Yeah. Because who did you say had... Well, Bert Dawson. He can record.
Bert should be able to.
Yeah, the girls down there can do it.
And if we don't do anything else, I think we need to do that.
Yeah, well, I think we should also. So let's just get it done and then we'll have it. Because there's nothing in the safe, correct?
I don't know. I literally don't know. I've never...
I
The
know.
only thing I've ever taken out of that safe was a couple of minute books done.
Yeah, that's the
When
only
I had to
thing.
backtrack for all those that never got put in EPO first, and I had to research
Right, we
that.
gotta go back and check on it.
Yeah, we could look to see what's in there, but I can tell you whatever's in there is not going to be very up to date.
Right,
We don't, I mean,
right,
we can check to see what's there, though.
all right. Okay, well, I think that's... I spoke with Mike, our architect, and he's got a punch list, and he's going to make sure everything's right. And I'm just happy to report that everyone's afraid of Mel. He's risen to the occasion. He's management now and making people jump.
You think we'll get this paid off this year?
What?
This building?
I suppose so. It's been moved quick enough. Well, if the doors are in, maybe by the next meeting, and the punch list, he didn't seem to be real concerned about it. Like, it could be fixed fairly easy, but the windows, they're going to have to reorder those, aren't they?
That one window, they're going to have, yeah, it's going to be an issue. I'm not sure how they're going to fix that.
Yeah, okay. Well, we'll just play it by ear. Anything else for anyone?
I just want to thank Mel. He was very sweet and called me the day the door was delivered because I didn't realize it. And he called to say, well, when you get to work and your key doesn't work, because I thought, that would be a heck of a way to make someone nervous. Like you just show up for work one day and your key doesn't work, I'd be thinking,
Well, I do.
did they let me go? And I knew if I missed a meeting, they would just motion to get rid of her. So that was very nice. He kept me very informed of what was going
It's
on.
called a lockout.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Mo. He's been very good about letting me know, like, the rare day that my office would be kind of torn up on him. Because he doesn't have anything else to do. He just monitors what would help me out, so I do appreciate it, Mo. I know you're busy, and
Thank
you probably let me up to date.
Anything else from anybody? Motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Aaron, you done with this check?